If you still need to change your last name, don't be dumb like me. I'm going to tell you the mistakes that I made with going to the DMV and what you actually need to bring. So first of all, I made an appointment and it took 3 months to get an appointment. I had to schedule 3 months in advance because everyone's getting their enhanced driver's license. This is in the spring, so it took that long. And I live in Seattle, so this is a more populated city, less availability. If I was living in Spokane, I could probably get an appointment super easily, but it was very hard. So if you are procrastinating, the first thing that you can do is at least schedule an appointment with the DMV. So I got there and I brought my driver's license, I brought my passport, I brought my marriage license, I brought 2 documents that had my new name on it. So you need like a piece of mail. You could use, I think I used like a retirement form that I gotten from my employment. You can use a pay stub, you can use your rent that you signed off of, but you need 2 of those documents. And so I brought my marriage license. It didn't have a blue stamp on it, and that's why I got sent home. So what is a blue stamp? That was a question that I asked the lady who was helping me. I had no idea what a blue stamp was. Apparently, your marriage license, at least if you're in King County in Seattle, is not valid unless King County stamps it and has a blue stamp on it. This is something that you're supposed to get in the mail, but it had been almost a year since I got married and no one had sent me anything in the mail. Okay, so then I was like, how do I get the blue stamp? So you have to go to a building where they have marriage licenses, birth certificates, death certificates, all the type of certificates. And I had the marriage license from, it was like the one that I had signed, but that one didn't count. You need an official one from like Washington State, whatever. So I went down there and I made an appointment and it took 30 seconds. I asked for 2 copies just in case because I didn't want to lose it. So I asked for 2 copies, which I think cost me like $6 total maybe, and they stamped the blue stamp. Finally, I get the marriage license with the blue stamp. Then I need to create a new appointment. Well, because it takes forever to get an appointment in Seattle, I had to book another 3 months out. So I just started all this process in January. I did not get my second appointment until May. So the second time I went, these are the things that they checked. They checked my old license, then they took that, put a hole through it. They checked my passport, they checked my social security card, they checked my marriage license. They had the 2 forms of documentation that you need. So I used like my rent agreement and then the retirement system / like pay stub document from my workplace. And then they could approve it and get me a new license. Needless to say, that is so much verification that needs to happen just for you to get a new license. It's pretty intense, pretty crazy, and you need to make sure you have every single thing, because if you do not have one of those things, they will not give you a license. At least that's how it was in Washington and King County and Seattle. I don't know if this is different at other places, but it's honestly stressful. Social Security was a breeze. I needed my marriage license, which that one I didn't even need the blue stamp. It only needed the one I signed. Marriage license, ID, and then it took 30 seconds and I was out of there. And it almost feels like illegal that they don't need more information. Like they didn't need my birth certificate or anything like that. I just got a new social security card after that.